It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Nope, not Christmas. It's the almost NFL season time. Yes! The NFL season starts on Thursday, September 6th, but these few days preceding the opener is the best time to be doing your season-long fantasy drafts. I have 3 drafts coming up. I've watched the preseason games that have happened already. We have some upcoming this weekend as well, but I've done my homework. I have a pretty good sense of what I'm going to be doing for my draft and my picks, and I want to share it with you guys. So I'm going to be doing some top 5 lists, and first up right now, the top 5 riskiest players to draft. Now remember, with great risk may come great reward. Coming in at number 5 of the 5 riskiest players you could draft for your NFL season-long fantasy football team is tight end Jordan Reed. Now, Jordan Reed is expected to play week 1 after undergoing toe surgery in the offseason. That was a toe injury that was aggravated in training camp last summer. Now, Jordan Reed has been plagued with injuries. He's had 5 concussions during his career in the NFL, not including 2 known concussions when he was in college. That's very scary. We all know all the trauma and damage that can occur with concussions. So that's a huge risk factor for Reed. He's also gone down with collarbone injuries and now this toe injury, we're not too sure. But of course, with Alex Smith coming in, he was one of the top fantasy quarterbacks last season, coming into the Redskins offense. You know, when he's healthy, Jordan Reed is a top tight end, but who knows how healthy he'll be. If history is any indicator, he's not playing all 16 games this season, and I don't think Vernon Davis is that great of a handcuff, so, you know, feel free to draft Jordan Reed because he'll probably have a 25-point game, 35-point game. He's going to have that 1, 2, maybe 3 games where he totally goes off, but he may have 5, 6, 7 games he doesn't play at all. So, draft at your own risk. Number 4 on the list is wide receiver Allen Robinson. Allen Robinson was out all last season. He tore his ACL in the first game of the season when he was still playing for the Jags. He's now coming into Chicago with Mitch Trubisky in his second year as quarterback. However, we still haven't seen much of Allen Robinson since recovering for his injury. He's set to go. Matt Nagy says he's going to play week 1, but we really haven't seen much of him in the preseason. I don't know how fast he is. I haven't seen him in full coverage. But of course, does Allen Robinson have the potential to be a top 15, top 10 wide receiver? Absolutely. But the last time we saw that was back in 2015. 2016 was actually a slump for him after his 2015 season. We didn't see him in 2017. My other concern is Mitch Trubisky has other targets now. Taylor Gabriel is now wide receiver in Chicago. Trey Burton came in at tight end. So will Allen Robinson be getting that much of a workload, especially early on, coming off the ACL tear? I don't know. Again, draft at your own risk. Number 3 on my risk list, another wide receiver, Sammy Watkins. Watkins signed a massive 3-year, $48 million deal with the Kansas City Chiefs. However, he didn't look so great in preseason. The first game, Patrick Mahomes, the new Kansas City starting quarterback, and him went 0 for 3. Sammy Watkins struggled his last year with the Bills in 2016. Last year, 2017, he played for the Rams and was fairly unimpressive. Does Sammy Watkins have great potential? Yes. Was he beleaguered with foot injuries while he played for the Bills? Yes. The biggest upside I see with Sammy Watkins is that Kansas City signed this major deal with him, so I assume the volume will be there. They're not paying him $48 million to not get targets. So he'll probably get a lot of targets. I'm not sure what his chemistry is going to be like with Patrick Mahomes. Didn't look great in the first preseason game. It got a little better when the Bears destroyed Kansas City last weekend. But I don't know. Again, huge risk. But Kansas City, the last few years, has had an explosive offense. Also, they lost their offensive coordinator. So, very risky. But as we have seen in the past, Sammy Watkins does have what it takes to be a top wide receiver. But will he be injured? Will the target share be there? I think so. And what's Patrick Mahomes going to be like for a full season? These are questions that can't be answered, and you must draft with risk and the unknown. Coming in at number 2, I'm sure he's on your top 5 list too, Josh Gordon. Now, if you're watching videos about fantasy football, you're probably also watching Hard Knocks and the disaster of an organization that is the Cleveland Browns. Josh Gordon reported back to practice, but as of today, Hugh Jackson, the head coach of the Browns, came out and said that Josh Gordon will not be playing week 1. Josh Gordon has had some troubles off the field. He's had some substance abuse issues. He didn't attend training camp the first few weeks because of personal problems. Those were not elaborated on. But Josh Gordon also came back to camp looking absolutely shredded. I don't know what his cardio's like or how fast he's running, but he's definitely bulked up. He looks strong, and Josh Gordon has the potential to be one of the top 5 wide receivers in 2018. However, who knows if his off-the-field issues will prevent him from even playing. He missed an entire season because of abuse problems. Again, draft with caution. But Josh Gordon is someone that could win your season-long fantasy if he is healthy and mentally, physically, and he's playing 16 games. Damn. And drum roll, please. The number 1 riskiest player to draft for your season-long fantasy football team is QB. Can you guess it? Yup. Andrew Luck. Now, Andrew Luck missed all of last season with a shoulder injury. He's been plagued by different injuries. He came back for the preseason. He looked pretty good. First preseason game, but he's gotten a little dinged here and there. And of course, shoulder injury has to be totally healed for a quarterback. Shoulder is pretty important for throwing the football. Now, my other concern with Andrew Luck is that when he did come back for the first preseason game, and we did see him look good, he didn't have T.Y. Hilton, his best wide receiver. T.Y. has had explosive numbers even when Luck was out. So imagine if him and T.Y. can bond and get that rhythm back. Holy smokes. You're looking at lights out, top 3, top 2, top 1 QB. But we just don't know. We haven't seen them play together. Again, very risky, but also the potential to have huge benefits. Andrew Luck could get you 20 to 30 points a week if he's fully healthy. But that's something we haven't seen. So, proceed with caution. But, no, actually, fuck that. Don't proceed with caution. It's fantasy football. There are no for sure things. You know, Aaron Rodgers, one of the best QBs, fantasy-wise and just football-wise, was out for most of the season last year. You never know who's going to be healthy, who's going to get injured. And someone like Todd Gurley, 2016, total bust. He put up terrible numbers. Then 2017, phenomenal. Again, he's going to be probably one of the top 3 highest drafted running backs this year, 2018. So, you don't know. If you want to play it safe, fine, but you got to take some risk because there is nothing safe in football, and that's what makes it so goddamn great.